All right, welcome to This Explainer. Today, I want you to just kind of imagine you're a brand new IT support engineer, and I'm the senior support manager taking you under my wing. We're going to tackle the absolute ultimate DevOps pain point, email overload. Because look, as an engineer, your ability to focus is literally your most valuable asset. But right now, our communication tools are actively working against that. We're going to fix that today.
Picture this, because this is the visceral reality of our job. You log in on a Monday morning, you open up your light-themed macOS Gmail, burning your retinas in the process, of course, and staring back at you are well over 100, maybe 150 plus unread automated emails. It's just a wall of text. It's overwhelming, it drains your energy right out of the gate, and honestly, the worst part is that most of it isn't even actionable.
Okay, let's dive into this. This 28% statistic, it perfectly captures the nightmare we're talking about. I mean, if you're drowning in Jira ticket updates, Sentry error logs, and Grafana status alerts all day, you're essentially trapped in a notification anxiety loop. It completely prevents you from doing actual, deep technical work. You basically become a reactionary machine instead of a proactive problem solver.
Just look at this contrast for a second. Over on the left, we've got the cluttered inbox, an explosive, disorganized mess where a critical server outage looks exactly identical to routine background noise. And on the right, that's our ultimate goal for this explainer, the command center. It's a highly structured, automated system that triages everything for you before you even look at the screen. So here is our blueprint for the day. First, the IT notification nightmare. Second, building your label hierarchy. Third, mastering Gmail filter logic. Fourth, automating the inbox archive. And finally, we'll do the 60-second stress test.
All right, part one, the IT notification nightmare.
Without a proper system in place, all of these incoming alerts, your Jira updates, your Grafana alerts, customer tickets, they all look exactly identical in your inbox. And because they share the exact same visual weight, the truly critical Sev1 outages, they just get completely buried under a mountain of routine status changes and, cosmetic bug reports. Which brings us to part two, building your label hierarchy. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can completely flip how we view our inbox. Unlike legacy folders, Gmail uses a tag-based architecture, meaning a single email can exist in multiple categories at once. We're going to leverage this to build out our incident severity matrix. Notice how this visual color coding allows you to instantly scan for high-priority issues. CV1 total outages get the vibrant red P1 alerts label. CV2 customer issues are orange. CV3 partial disruptions, like your Jira watchers, are blue. And those CV4 cosmetic issues, like internal monitoring, we make those green. So when you open your inbox, your eyes will immediately jump straight to the red tags. And we can take this a step further with nested labels. By structuring your tags almost like a file tree. So, for example, having clients as the parent label and Acme Corp as the sublabel, you get this massive, immediate organizational improvement. This dual-layer organization means a single alert can be tagged as both P1 alerts and client/Acme Corp. It gives you the full context in literally a fraction of a second. Moving right along to part three, mastering Gmail filter logic. So the crucial point is that Boolean logic acts as your primary noise reduction tool. You can use OR to catch multiple terms, the minus sign to actively exclude those totally useless status updates, and curly brackets to group alternative senders together. This right here, this is how we write the code that sorts our inbox. These are essentially your fundamental building blocks. You can pinpoint exact notification patterns using criteria like from a specific domain, to an alias, exact subject phrases, has the words for a deep body text search, or even has attachment for log files. Combining these different criteria is exactly how we isolate the specific signals we actually want to see from our various systems. And here is what that advanced syntax looks like when we start stacking those filters together. In this example, we're looking for emails from Alice or Bob where the subject contains either invoice or receipt, and it has an attachment. Stacking these filters works so perfectly, and honestly, just a quick adjustment here or there keeps your whole system perfectly aligned with your workflow, even as your team grows. Let's look at part four, automating the inbox archive. I really treat this as a mandatory onboarding step for any support tech I work with. When you create a filter in Gmail, you just follow three simple steps. First, define your search criteria using those operators we just went over. Second, apply the correct color-coded label. And third, this is the magic step right here.
Check Skip the Inbox. This automatically archives the noise emails immediately.
And this brilliantly illustrates the whole concept of negative filtering. It just sweeps low-priority updates entirely out of sight. You set up filters for Jira saying status changed, or Grafana showing resolved messages. You apply a label and archive them. They skip your inbox completely, quietly sitting there ready for you to batch review them later when you actually have the time.
But, and this is a big but, while we archive the noise, we absolutely have to protect the signals. You must build filters to ensure items specifically requiring your immediate action, like Jira emails with the subject assigned you or mentioned you, bypass that archive entirely and stay right there, front and center in your inbox. All right, part 5, the 60-second stress test.
Okay, let's put this into practice using a newly configured personal Gmail account for our demo environment. We're setting the stakes high. Can our command center process an incoming burst of 50 automated Sentry outage emails in under 60 seconds? Let's simulate the flood and find out. Let's move to and see how this builds. At 0 seconds, 50 automated emails hit the server simultaneously. By 15 seconds, our pre-built Boolean filter logic is already intercepting and evaluating the metadata. At 30 seconds, that vibrant red P1 alerts label is applied to the core outage emails, while the cascading noise is automatically archived. And by 60 seconds, your inbox remains completely clean, displaying only the exact, critical Sev1 alerts you need to action. It is literally flawless. Just look at the difference here. In the old reality, you'd be manually clicking through 50 identical emails in this totally anxious scramble trying to figure out what broke. But in the new reality of the automated command center, you have a quiet, perfectly sorted system that highlights exactly what needs fixing with a bright red tag. So, the core takeaway I want to leave you with today is this. This setup isn't just about managing your email. It is really about reclaiming your focus, protecting your mental energy, and drastically improving your response time during critical incidents. Your notification system should absolutely work for you, not against you. You now have the exact blueprint to go tame the noise and configure your own command center immediately. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought. Once you've automated all that chaos away, what complex technical problem will you solve with your newly reclaimed focus today? Keep building, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.